everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I'm not going to belabor this story any more than need be, but we can't let it die either. And I do want to, shall we say, give a nod to the Steeple Times, who always does an excellent job of covering the Harry and Meghan saga. They always have a great way of putting things, including this picture. I love that picture. Look how crazy her face looks. I mean, do they look possessed or what? I mean, come on now. Yikes. Anyways, very bizarre. The two has-beens, Prince Harry nonsensically claimed they were pursued for 2 hours by paparazzi, and they claim to be in a near catastrophic car chase. So after making an appearance at the astoundingly overpriced £790,000 or $1 million for two tables, $1 million for two tables at that Woman of Vision Award BS at 141 West 54th Street, where the mendacious duo formerly known as Meghan Schmarkle laughably received Woman of Vision despite clearly totally lacking in vision of anything other than power and privilege. The trio claimed to have been involved in a near catastrophic car chase. The unnamed spokesperson for Walmart Wallace and her dopey drip has-been hubby subsequently whined, "Oh, Duke and Duchess involved in blah blah blah. I'm not going to go through it all. You'll know the story by now." And I talked to the cab driver and said I was exaggerated, and the NYPD said nothing ever happened. There was nothing. And then Buckingham Palace, okay, tellingly, Buckingham Palace has declined to comment on reports, but naturally, the meddling mouthpiece, Omid Scobey, had to get his plastic, not fantastic face onto the screens to spout solicitously about the non incident. Speaking to BBC's Newsnight, another globalist channel, a show that should know better than to bring on this little tittle-tattling twerp, the one-time bestie of the not-so-glamorous glamour model Jodie Marsh whines, quote, "It's impossible not to think of Princess Diana when we hear about car accidents and this kind of aggressive paparazzi chase. And so I was really surprised to hear from sources that not one member of the royal family, including King Charles and Prince William, who are obviously heavily affected by Princess Diana's death, have not reached out to Prince Harry hours after the news broke out. You know, it's sort of on it's sort of on every single headline around the world. Sadly, that shows the kind of disrepair that the relationship's in. It's hard not to forget that Harry was here just a couple of weeks ago for the King Charles's coronation. Yeah, for a full 30 minutes. You would have thought that this is Omid saying this. You would have thought that that may go towards building some kind of path towards reconciliation in some ways, but it seems like that's not felt on the other side, and that would no doubt have been a sort of disappointing addition to what has already been a traumatic 12 hours for the couple. It is by now just one further development is time for Meghan and has been to take a taxi to Siberia. And he has a poll on Twitter. Oh, and here is the demonic little butt boy here, Omid.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you know if the royal family have been in touch with them since this happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible not to think of Princess Diana when we hear about car accidents and this kind of like aggressive paparazzi chase. And so I was really surprised to hear from sources that not one member of the royal family, including King Charles and Prince William, who are obviously heavily affected by Princess Diana's death, had not reached out to Prince Harry hours after this news had broken. You know, it was on the sort of on every single headline around
And with the white flowers behind him. this is his this is the highlight of his life doing this. This is it. Oh, I can't believe the royal family's disappointed me again. How does he know the royal family haven't reached out to Harry and Meghan? Hmm? How do you know that, Omid? I mean, what is the royal family and Harry? Do they use Omid as an in-between? Like the royal family contacts Omid and then Omid contacts Harry and Meghan. How does Omid Scobey know that the royal family haven't contacted them? So I mean, he's obviously their mouthpiece, right? Although he lied to the court and said he wasn't.
The world. And sadly, that kind of shows the state of disrepair that that relationship is. It's hard not to forget that Harry was here just a couple of weeks ago for King Charles's coronation. You would have thought that that may go towards building some kind of path towards reconciliation in some way. But it seems like that's not felt on the other side. And that would have no doubt been a sort of disappointing addition to what had already been.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Meghan couldn't be bothered to attend. She had a 4-year-old birthday party to go to. King's coronation. I got a birthday party to go to for a 4-year-old who won't even remember it.
A traumatic 12 hours for the couple.
Sorry.
Traumatic 12 hours. Please, it's been a traumatic 5 years for the rest of us dealing with your garbage. Your psycho. Look at that nasty smirk he has. Oh, he's so nasty looking. And those eyebrows. Oh my god, Omid, please pluck the brows. They are not becoming on you at all. Blech. Does anyone, male or female, find that attractive? I mean, he's managed to make himself unattractive to men and women. Congratulations, Omid. You are revolting to both genders. I've never seen that before, but he managed it somehow. It's not easy to do, I gotta tell you. But he managed it. He's revolting physically and mentally. Well, anyways, let's take a look. But he is always there, and he never shuts up, and he's their mouthpiece, obviously, and a pathological liar as well. All the things you wouldn't want in someone. Anyways, let's take a look at Scooby-Dooby-Doo today, shall we? The little butt boy, the little leech. Haven't done a reading on him in a while. Why not? Let's just see. So, how does he feel this whole? I mean, how can he stand there with a straight face and say they've been traumatized for 12 hours? They've been traumatized because their lies been exposed. So how is this story, this little lie, the latest lie that Omid's spewing? I mean, I love how this is a repeated thing with Omid, as you know, those of you who follow this know. He always, has inside knowledge that he could only get from Harry and Meghan telling him directly, just like they dictated the book to him that Meghan and Harry wrote for him that he just transcribed. And then he turns around and chastises the royal family or the queen. It used to be the queen, right? He would be like, "Oh, the queen hasn't done anything. The queen hasn't said anything. The queen hasn't apologized. The queen," and now it's King Charles and Prince William. But yeah, only better be careful. The queen's gone. The gloves are off. I hope. Seems like King Charles is stepping up and getting some business done, but they got to take care of Omid while they're at it, if you know what I mean. But I mean, that the audacity of him to sit there and like getting the metal into, he's on dangerous, thin ice, I would say, meddling in the royal family matters and going out there and chastising the royal family and the mainstream media. Um, yeah, that's yeah, I don't think a very wise move for his long-term career and safety, as far as I'm concerned. I think Omid better look out for tunnels. Let's see how this story is working out for Omid. How is it? How is this farce that has blown up in Harry and Meghan and Omid's face, and they're pushing it? You see how he's still pushing the lie? That they're still trying to convince people of it at this point when he said this, which was just when did this come out? This was just posted yesterday. Yeah, May 18th, or 2 days ago by the time you see this. So was just it already it's blown up and he's still coming out and defending a lie. So the fact that he would have the nerve, even though it's been disproven that this chase never happened, he's still getting out there and lying on TV, the mainstream media. So obviously he'll lie to the court. I mean, this is a pathological liar. He's lying over and over again. So anyways, let's see how is this story going to pan out, this lie that he's pushing here while he's in court, pushing lies. How is this farce, this ridiculous, ridiculous farce going to work out for him? It's going to blow up in his face too. Is this the end of Omid as well as Harry and Meghan? Three of Wands, Three of Wands. Watching and waiting there. Well, he's still going to be at it. He's never going to stop doing this. I'm kind of getting the impression of him turning his back maybe just on the people, turning his back on. He couldn't care what anyone thinks. He's got a job to do. He knows everybody knows he's a liar, but he's got, he doesn't care. He's gonna do what he has to do. He's a prostitute. He's just gonna do what he does for the money. It's always for the money. Ooh, Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, there's his dishonesty. More dishonesty coming from him, I see. But this is his business. I mean, I can also look at this as, his business. This is his little business, being the butt boy of Harry and Meghan. Three amigos there. I mean, he had the blackmail material with Marcus Anderson, his ex-boyfriend, right? So he's in it for the long haul to squeeze every penny he can out of it. But I have more bad news for him. He's gonna have to keep lying. He's gonna keep continuing the lies. And that, Omid, look out. This could be an excess of. Things gonna be getting nasty. Things getting nastier and nastier, I gotta tell you. Maybe Meghan's turning on him. Drug addictions could be coming out. Harry's addictions for sure. Oh, new opportunity. Well, at the end of the day, if Harry and Meghan implode, Omid's going to write another book about what it was like working with Harry and Meghan. It's going to be another opportunity for him. So all of this implodes, which it looks like it will. It's going to get really nasty for all of them. I mean, it already is, I think, that people are just done with them. And but I think at the end of it all, he's actually going to benefit from another opportunity from this. He's going to be able to turn around and like write another book. I kind of see this as like writing and benefiting at the end. He's going to write another book at the end and be like, this is what it was like spending my years as Harry and Meghan's mouthpiece. So in the end, he's famous, right? He's famous for being a little toad, a little tag along, um, you know, a little fungus that grew on Harry the entire time. I mean, but it's kind of funny though. I mean, with a little bit of distance and time, I mean, people will be like, "Oh yeah, you remember that funny-looking plastic guy? Plastic face menace." So he's gonna benefit at the end from all this, but he's gonna go through hell first. Oh, yeah, that devil there. He's got some tough times coming up with him and Meghan. Harry and Meghan, I gotta take him through hell and back, and then he'll be able to write about it and benefit from it. So he's pretty much set for life as far as their lies and stories. He's got more stories on them, and obviously he's got the inside track there. And I wouldn't doubt he's recording everything. Harry and Meghan, he's probably recording all their conversations, and he'll come out with his own sensational 6-part Netflix series one day. So he's got plenty of material to work with. So he's pretty much set for life, that guy, I think. How about his career reputation? I mean, like I said, if he disappears for a while and comes back in like 5, 6, 10 years, then people will be like, oh, and he comes out with a book or something. Then he might may have some success there. Depending on how all this turns out. Um, so let me see. That was like how in general it's going to turn out with him in this lie that he's telling with this little story. So how in long term, actually, let me look in the long term of his career. Is he going to be able to maintain his his prominence as the butt boy of the most infamous modern day renegade, crazy, insane Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? Is his career like is he really set for life, or is his career he's gonna have to disappear for a while afterwards and 'cause I know he loves the media. He loves being this royal expert. Doesn't sound like a royal expert to me. It sounds like a royal nagger. All he does is criticize and find reasons to nag them. Page of Cups. So yeah, I mean he just likes blather and gossip, blather, talking head. So he may become like a talking head. Nothing serious. But he just likes to be on TV and babble. Seven of Pentacles. So he's going to analyze and reanalyze and his experience here probably for the rest of his life. This is his life. Oh, King of Swords reversed. A lot of criminal connections, the cabal, I mean Marcus Anderson's Soho House, globalist type connections he has there that he's surrounded by, protected by, I guess, to a major extent. So I think that he will restart his career. Again, I get the idea of doing something new, after he leaves Harry and Meghan. He has the same criminal cabal backing that will ensure that he's going to be able to milk this for the rest of his life, and he'll whip it into something new. Maybe he'll start a reality show or something. Who wants to be a princess? Like Tyra Banks with her modeling show, reinvented herself after retiring from modeling. So I think he's going to do maybe he'll have a plastic surgery reality show or something. But he will be able to reinvent himself later on. I mean, he's like a character now. He's like a permanent fixture, right? I mean, everybody knows who he is. He's famous in his own right. You got to hand it to him. He is a little celebrity, as a revolting little toad that he is. He's known for what he is and who he is, and he's got his role and he's filling it. He's doing it. He's the entertainment, right? All right. So how does let's look at Meghan. How does Meghan see Omid right now? What is she? I mean, Harry and Meghan see everybody as peasants around them, right? They're completely crazy. But let's see, how do they see Omid? You notice how secretive they are. They never acknowledge Omid, but we all know they're obviously talking to him every second of the day, and Meghan's using his Twitter account and all that. But how does Meghan really see Omid, and what's the relationship with Meghan and Omid? I'll look at Meghan and Omid, and Harry and Omid there. But what's the relationship? What's going to happen with the relationship going forward with Meghan and Omid Scobey? How's it going to go? Let's see. Oh, again with the criminal connections. They both have the same Marcus Anderson, Soho House, Obama connections. So he's her co-conspirator. Oh my. Yeah. So, Omid is her second half. I mean, this is like two into one. Obviously, I don't think Meghan loves him, but I think that he worships her. He's obviously morphing into her with his plastic surgery. Oh, Two of Swords. So they'll never come out really publicly with it. It'll be a very secretive relationship. They'll always be, but he'll always be her mouthpiece, I think. She'll always count on him. And Knight of Cups. Yeah, so she really likes him. She obviously really likes Omid Scobey here. Yes. He's her ideal little man. He worships her, tells her how beautiful she is and how wonderful she is. So, but they always keep it secretive though. They never, you won't see any pictures of them hanging out together like there is with her and Marcus Anderson and things like that. But it's all a criminal enterprise. They plan and scheme and plot together. And Omid gets Fulani Ngozis and all the other people. He's like the point person for that, I think. So he's been a good little soldier for Meghan. Yeah, and he's part of the team, part of the criminal Obama cabal. So yeah, she's going to continue, working with him whenever she can. He is her first lieutenant. So I'm getting Meghan seems to be quite happy with Omid Scobey. Yeah, she loves her little butt boy there. Omid Scobey's her favorite little butt boy. She can Omid can sit at Meghan's feet whenever he wants. She's more than happy to have him be her little pet. How does Prince Harry feel about Omid Scobey? How does he feel about him? Because I would think Harry would get the creeps. If a real man, but I don't know, Harry's not a real man, so. But, Omid's a creepy little, I would say nerd, but he's not even nerdy. He's too weird to be that. He's an LGBTQIA XYZ elemental P nerd, maybe something like that. I don't know what Omid is. Omid is like an alien. Maybe he's a reptile. I don't know. He's just too weird for words. I mean, it's just maybe he's actually a computer AI bot that was made in Japan. I don't know. I mean, there's something not human about Omid. He doesn't look human. You can't tell how old he is. He's probably gonna look exactly the same 20, 30 years from now, he'll have the exact same face. But let's see, how's the relationship between Harry and Omid gonna go here? I mean, of course, Harry is not exactly based in reality, as we know, and he looks down on everyone pretty much. So, what's the relationship with Harry gonna, from Harry's perspective? How's that gonna go with Harry and Omid? How's that gonna go? That's really the important one, really, I think. Ten of Pentacles. So Omid is gonna continue to be Harry's, you know, person to give messages to the royal family. 'Cause, of course, Harry and Meghan, they're very savvy, well, to a certain point, anyways, with the media, and that they don't come out and say anything. Or they, not that they never come out and say anything. Obviously, they give interviews, but they, on a day-to-day basis, they don't say anything, and they let Omid, do their talking. And Harry likes that. Harry likes that he can get Omid to chastise the royal family for him. Like that comment. I think that comment he made there of the royal family not calling Harry to make sure he's okay, which is very juvenile and immature, really. I mean, he's a grown man. It's like, Daddy didn't call me after the car chase. So he likes that Omid berates the royal family. Harry's a miserable person, though. But I think that, he enjoys having. I kind of see this as Harry sitting by the tree and he's watching what Omid puts out. So he's secretively watching everything that he does online and says, "Oh my, Ten of Swords, ending it all." But let me see. And in the end, King of Wands. Oh, there's Harry in the media. So, all right. So I do see that Harry does like that Omid is there to defend him when he's down and out. I mean, I think Harry feels obviously overly criticized, but he brings it all onto himself. And he may end the relationship. This could be like an ending, like Harry gets tired of him and decides not to deal with it after a while. But Harry is so out of it. I kind of see this as Harry sitting, leaning by the tree in Montecito, where he allegedly buried, his fetus. the mis the miscarriage that Meghan had. So Harry is just like he gives up, he feels like he's just out down and out here. But he feels like Omid does boost his image. He does like that. He likes having Omid there to make him appear better than what he really is. But I don't think he likes dealing with Omid all the time. I think that he's, appreciates what Omid does, but um yeah, he's not. Uh, he knows that Omid gets attacked too. Like Omid is just not the best spokesperson, but he does what he does, and he's part of the criminal cabal. So all in all, he's on the payroll with the globalists, so he's staying put. So Harry is going to keep him around, but I think Harry has wanted to or will want to um, get rid of Omid, like not in a murderous way, just end the relationship. I think Harry would like to get rid of him. Like I think he's probably thinking somebody else better could do a better job than him. But Meghan likes him. Meghan just loves Omid, and I think Meghan loves Omid because Omid is Marcus Anderson's buddy, and Meghan loves Marcus Anderson. So that's why Meghan is going to keep. And I think Marcus Anderson's probably a lover. That's probably why I got lovers. So I think that because Omid is the ex-lover of the man that Meghan loves so much, Marcus Anderson, and we all know Meghan loves Marcus Anderson so much. So Omid is there because of Meghan more than Harry. Harry would probably have suggested of getting rid of Omid, is what I'm getting, but Omid's going to stay because it's Marcus Anderson's pet, and Meghan loves Marcus Anderson more than Harry. So there you have it. Omid is going to stay, so Harry's stuck with them, and Harry's going to do whatever Meghan says. So that's that. So it looks like Omid is here to stay, as revolting as he is. He is a personality. He's part of the story. He's part of the saga. He's got his little position there. He's part of the show. It's like a TV show, right? He's the character. He's the character that people love to hate, and he's there to do his patronizing little stupid remarks on the side. I mean, it's all part of the skit now. Now it's the same thing over and over. Harry and Meghan do or say something outrageous and scandalous and provoking, and then Omid comes out and defends them and attacks the royal family for not doing something or saying something. It's like again and again and again. It's like repeat, rinse, repeat. It's like a record with that skips. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. And Omid is just as pleasant to listen to as a record that skips. For those of you who can recall the sounds of a record skipping, I'm sure you can find a video on YouTube if you don't know. All right, so that is what I have for you today with Omid. I can't think of any other question I would ask regarding it. Oh, let me ask one more. I'll say, how's the court case going to go for Omid? Because he is in court lying for Harry and Meghan. I, I can't, I can't believe Omid actually told a judge that he's not Harry's mouthpiece, and then he turns around and gives on May 18th, just yesterday, or day before yesterday, when you see this, and he's giving messages to the royal family on behalf of Harry and Meghan. I can't believe the royal family hasn't contacted Harry or Meghan. What's the matter with you? So I mean, it's so obvious he's a mouthpiece there. He just totally gave himself away to the judge. The judge better see that. If the judge doesn't see that, somebody better show him. And if he does see that, which he better see that, I hope he does. There is so much about this story now that it's gonna be hard to. Yeah, I mean, I just caught it now because Omen's the last thing I would look at, but I love the Steeple Times, so I had to check out what they wrote, and they included it. Um, yeah, how's it gonna go for Omid with the judge? Is Omid going to get away with his lying to the judge? Is that gonna work out successfully for him? Can't believe it. Omid coming out now and saying, I just remembered 21 years ago, Piers Morgan told me to tap some telephones. I mean, the outrageousness of this, the insanity. Oh my goodness, did they get away with this? It's just insane. I can't believe if they get away with this. I mean, that's just outrageous. I give up on the courts after that. Oh, I'm getting the levers reversed. Not going well in court. I'll tell you what, not going well. 10 of Cups, putting on a good face there with the royal. I always often see that as the royal family. Influence. Ooh, his lies, his trickery, deceits. And in the end, oh, Hierophant reversed. Oh, the judge is not going to be happy with Omid. His lies are going to be exposed. It's going to come down. Yeah, I think the judge is probably, at the very least, going to not consider Omid a reliable source and may chastise him publicly. Major Arcana could be in the press. The judge he may have to apologize or something. What does that Hierophant reversed mean? Because I'm getting that Omid is of course doing this for the media, trying to make Harry and Meghan look good, trying to make it seem like what he says is true, but everybody knows he's lying. I think the judge will figure that out too. And I think that in the end, not going well for him. And I think maybe the royal family will intervene in this, in that they may tell the judge to take him out. like go get him, get him for perjury or something. Let me see. What's this? This is bad news for Omid. It's not going to end well. His reputation is going to be destroyed by this. Let me see if I can get an idea what that's about. Ooh, Page of Swords reverse. Lies, lies, lies. Yeah. I think that Omid is going to be called out for his lies, and he may have to deal with some serious repercussions on account of that. The judge may give him a penalty of some sort of fine or apology. Now, Meghan had to apologize when she was caught lying, which would be very embarrassing for Omid if it's all over the news that he had to lie for if he had to apologize to the court for lying, or if he had to pay a fine or something or other, or maybe. Ooh, maybe on probation? I can't imagine he actually sent him to prison, but I'm not getting prison. Would Omid be sent to prison? But wouldn't that be? I'm sorry, I would find that funny. Nah, he wouldn't have to go to prison. He'd probably have to pay something, begging there. Yeah, but ooh, big scandal though. His reputation would be over, that's for sure. It'd be very upsetting. Maybe he'll have to pay, I mean, he keeps harping on the Princess Diana to death, doing his work there with Harry and Meghan, the two beggars, always trying to get money from the royal family, attacking the royal family. Yeah, I see some financial difficulties here he's going to face. He may have to pay. He may have to pay. Yeah. And he's gonna be very worried. He may even yeah, I see some very big upsetting moment for him here in court. I think court's gonna be a huge mistake for him because I'm thinking that even if all right, say Omid, the judge calls him out and says you're a liar. I can tell you're a liar, and Omid apologizes or whatnot or takes it back. I think Piers Morgan may go after Omid for defamation or something else. I see this getting bigger and not going away and getting worse for Omid. So this is going to be a huge disaster for him. He's going to be very sorry he did this, I think, is what I'm getting. Yeah, so look out. I think the court and Omid's lies in court to the judge, I mean, especially after this ridiculous incident, is going to be blow up in his face, and he's going to be paying some serious repercussions, and it's going to be all over the mainstream media. Major Arcana. All right, so that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.